The science hacks that make muscle growth feel easy are real. And no, I'm not talking about steroids or magic beans. I'm talking about research-backed, underused techniques that flip your progress switch without turning your life into a monk's training camp. Think less pain, more gain, literally. If you've been stuck in the more effort, same results cycle, this might just piss you off in a good way. Let's crack this code and make gains feel easy.
Number 6. Sleep like it's a supplement. You hit the gym hard, crush your protein, scroll social media for an hour, and then crash for 5 broken hours of sleep, right? Yeah. That's like pouring rocket fuel into a car and never turning the key. If you're not treating sleep like it's your most powerful anabolic weapon, you're leaving muscle on the table. Full stop. Here's what the lab coats and clipboards have confirmed. 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted quality sleep spikes your growth hormone naturally. That's the hormone everyone's chasing in needle form, and your body literally produces it for free while you're drooling on your pillow. Testosterone? Same deal. Consistent deep sleep keeps your test levels healthy, and guess what? That's your muscle building juice. Still want to skip bedtime? And it's not just about quantity. It's about quality. You want REM and deep sleep, the stages where your body repairs tissue and consolidates strength gains. That means blackout curtains, a cool room, 0 caffeine after 2 p.m., and keeping that damn phone out of your face an hour before bed. You think watching gym fails at midnight is recovery? Nah, is self-sabotage in HD. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Literally. Muscle soreness doesn't go away with more foam rolling and wishful thinking. It goes away with real sleep. You've got these little things called satellite cells. They activate and rebuild muscle fibers while you sleep, not while you're pounding your post-lift smoothie. And no, your pre-workout nap in the car doesn't count.
Number 5. Stretch your fascia, not just your muscles. Here's the lie we've all been fed. Stretch your muscles and you'll grow more. Sounds logical, right? Except muscles aren't trapped in a vacuum. They're wrapped in fascia, a tight, fibrous layer that's basically shrink-wrapping your gains. If you don't stretch that, your muscles are pumping with nowhere to expand. Imagine trying to inflate a balloon inside a straitjacket. That's your biceps, bro. Now, science is finally catching up with what old-school bodybuilders like Tom Plotz were doing decades ago, stretching under load. No, not your gentle morning yoga flow. I'm talking about holding the bottom of a dumbbell fly for 30 brutal seconds, letting your pecs scream while your fascia slowly loosens its death grip. It's painful, it's awkward, and it's one of the most effective hacks for creating space for new muscle growth. Now, don't confuse this with static stretching you learned in high school gym class. We're talking loaded stretching, putting your muscles under tension at their lengthened position. Why? Because fascia responds to stress, not kindness. You have to convince it to stretch by force. Brutal? Absolutely. Effective? Undeniably. Let's get practical. After your last set of chest flies, instead of dropping the weights and calling it a day, keep the dumbbells in position. Arms stretched wide, elbows slightly bent, chest open like you're about to get crucified for being too jacked. Hold, breathe, curse me, and hold some more. Do this for 30 seconds, then cry a little. That's fascia expansion. That's potential unlocked. You're enjoying the video? Comment where you're watching from. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 4. Time your carbs like a weapon. Let's start with the crime most lifters commit daily. Randomly eating carbs like toddlers on Halloween. If you think timing doesn't matter, you're leaving serious muscle on the table. Carbs aren't the enemy, but misused, they're dead weight. Properly timed, they're rocket fuel. Here's the science-backed truth. When you finish training, your muscles are like hungry sponges, desperate for nutrients. And guess what helps push protein, creatine, amino acids, and everything else into your muscle cells faster than rush hour traffic? Insulin. And what spikes insulin effectively? Carbs.
Post-workout is prime time. Your body is most insulin sensitive, meaning it's ready to shuttle nutrients into your muscle cells like Amazon on steroids. Skip the carbs and your recovery slows down. Worse, you miss a golden window for growth. Add 'em, you recover quicker, refill glycogen, and start building immediately. So what should you eat? Keep it simple. Fast-digesting carbs like white rice, oats, fruit, or even a banana smoothie work wonders. Pair it with protein, whey is ideal, and you've just created an anabolic cocktail your muscles will love. Bonus, it'll crush your cravings and prevent the eat-everything-in-the-house effect 2 hours later. Now here's the kicker most people miss. Don't waste your carbs on non-training times. If you're sitting on your couch watching Netflix, you don't need a mountain of pasta. But around your workout, that's when carbs become performance enhancers. Another pro tip? Pre-workout carbs. About 60 to 90 minutes before lifting, have a moderate dose, maybe some rice cakes and a little honey or a fruit and protein blend. It'll give you more strength, better pumps, and improve your training intensity. That means more muscle breakdown and more gains once you hit that post-lift carb refuel. Think of carbs like a sniper rifle. Precise, powerful, deadly if you know when to fire. And if you're still avoiding them because some influencer told you carbs are bad, ask them how much muscle they've built lately.
Number 3, train with shorter rest intervals. Bro, this is not brunch, this is muscle warfare, and the longer you rest, the more you're sabotaging your own gains. See, short rest intervals, I'm talking 30 to 60 seconds, don't just save time, they create metabolic tension. That's not just a fancy term scientists throw around, it's one of the primary drivers of hypertrophy. When you rest less, your muscles stay in a semi-fatigued state, which increases lactic acid, hormone response, and cellular swelling. Translation? You feel the burn, and that burn means growth. But here's where it gets spicy. Most lifters think rest is sacred. Bro, I need 3 minutes to recover for my next set. Really? Are you squatting a small car or curling 25s? Context matters. If you're going for max strength, sure, rest longer. But for hypertrophy, the goal isn't to fully recover. The goal is to create stress. Controlled, repeatable stress that forces your body to adapt by getting bigger. And let's not ignore the bonus round. Short rest torches more calories. You're turning your strength session into a mini metabolic furnace. That's right, more muscle, less fat. But yeah, go ahead and text your ex between sets. Let me know how those results are going. Here's how to implement this without frying yourself to death. Use shorter rest for accessory movements and moderate weight compound lifts. For example, supersets of chest press in rows with 30 seconds between rounds, or 3 sets of shoulder presses with 45-second breaks. You'll sweat, you'll suffer, and your muscles will scream in the best way. Still worried it's too intense? Good, that means it's working. Most lifters coast through workouts like they're on a treadmill of mediocrity. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing, period. A great approach is a descending rest model. Start with 60 seconds after your first set, drop to 45 on the next, and hit 30 on your final set. Why? Because by the end, your muscles are already fried, and the short rest just adds fuel to the fire. You're forcing adaptation, not waiting for comfort.
Number 2. Use creatine the smart way. The supplement everyone buys, uses incorrectly, and then complains that it didn't work. Let me break it down for you. Creatine isn't magic, but if you use it right, it sure as hell feels like it. First, stop taking it only on training days. That's like charging your phone only when it's on 1% and wondering why it keeps dying. Creatine needs to saturate your muscles. Translation, take it daily.
every single day. Rain or shine, gym or rest, no excuses. And don't just throw it in dry or chug it with your protein shake while flexing in the mirror. The science is clear. Creatine absorbs better with carbs. That's because insulin helps shuttle it into your muscle cells. So instead of being a supplement zombie, mix it with a high-carb meal. Rice and chicken? Great! A big bowl of oats and whey? Even better. Your biceps will thank you. Now here comes the plot twist. Loading phases are optional. Yeah, I said it. You don't have to do that ridiculous 5-day marathon of 20 grams a day just to load your muscles. It works, but so does taking 3 to 5 grams consistently over time. Unless you enjoy bloating and bathroom trips, skip the drama. Also, monohydrate is king. Don't get swindled by fancy labels with overpriced superior absorption formulas. Monohydrate is the most researched, most effective, and the cheapest form. Everything else is marketing fairy dust. Keep it simple, keep it real.
Number 1. Lift fast, lower slow. Here's the deal. If you're lifting like a sloth and lowering like a boulder, you're leaving gains on the floor. Science has a word for this: tempo. And if you want to grow like a beast without adding hours to your workout, you need to master it. Fast, explosive, concentric movements, that's the lifting part. Recruit your fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones with the highest growth potential. But that's only half the game. The real magic happens on the way down, the eccentric phase. Slow it down. Count to 3. Feel the tension build. That mechanical stress isn't just pain. It's microscopic damage that tells your muscles we need to grow now. Too many guys either rush through both parts or go slow on the lift and fast on the drop, which is like opening the door politely and then slamming it shut on yourself. Clean, powerful reps mean driving up like you're punching through gravity, then lowering with control like you're placing glass on a shelf. This combo torches the muscles, spikes growth hormone, and creates metabolic stress, the holy trinity of hypertrophy. You like the video? Leave your comment. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.